Video facts. Elon, you lied to us.
I mean, some people are like really worried about like cell phone towers, thinking they cause like radiation or something, poisoning. This is not true.
Yeah, people are worried about 5G, right?
Don't worry about it.
No, not at all.
I mean, no. Like, look at this way. Like, if I had cell phones, if I had a helmet of cell phones,
Right?
strapped around my head and around my nuts, I would not
You're
worry.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met a dude.
Trust actually submitted work done by Albert Manville, Lake Levitt, Henry Lai, and others. So the FCC currently has that, which they have all not acknowledged, nor is there any indication that they are taking seriously what this court ruling then should apply now to all of this technology that is. What the court did is it actually looked at the evidence. And the most important thing it said then should apply to all of this unfolding. And what the court did is it.
Let's look at that. You lied. 2021, 2020, 2019. Over 10,000 pages of evidence. And you're going to say cell phone radiation, not true. Wrap it around your balls, in your head, you'll be perfectly fine. Well, fine. Back that shit up. Back that fucking shit up. You can go over to Environmental Health Trust. You can get any one of these experts, plus the other 256, 256. Well, actually, 252, but it's more than that now. 252 scientists from 43 nations have signed the international call to non-ionizing radiation. And then we go over here, and I'm not a doctor, but if you listen to autistic, I would say she's probably on the spectrum. But you can go over to this channel and talk to actual individuals that are next to a tower.
Hello everyone, we are reporting from the place we are currently sleeping, away from the cell tower with these beautiful clean green reeds. And we are going to have a talk about cell towers. Cell towers are a social justice issue and a public health issue. Commonly placed in neighborhoods with people of color, people of low income, and the elderly and disabled. Not everyone is as privileged as we are to have these clean green weeds, but everyone can be safe and protected if you support the cell tower setbacks. The illegal placement of the cell tower in Shacktown, where our home is, has caused 14 plus of our neighbors to become sick from the cell tower and the EMS, and some have even gotten cancer. So in short, please support and work for cell tower setbacks so everyone can be protected equally. Thank you.
I mean, you could easily
we
get
are reporting from the place we are currently
Environmental Health
sleeping,
Trust on
away
Joe
from
Rogan's show and make up for those statements on there, because they're lies. I mean, these are real people. You can go talk to them. Real kids, real cancers, big giant frickin' cell tower. So, I mean, I could go through all the evidence, but it's all available over Environmental Health Trust.
Pending the decisions in Washington and in all of it.
And that safety factor, they call it, of 50, that's not any relative risk. It's an arbitrary number. It's woefully inadequate. And that safety factor, they call it, of anybody talking about TC guidelines and, well, we're within compliance, this is what they're talking about.
So
it's woefully inadequate.
This is where it's coming from. This is where our guidelines, the phone that you're using today, is coming from. And you're going to be claiming yourself the savior of humanity when you're going to put more of this on us? Just take the time, man. You got it right here. If you were the savior, you got it right here in front of you. Experts available. What kind of experts? A large number of experts on the harmful impact of radiation from cell towers and from phones. You won't do this because you will lose money. You will lose lots of money. And people will want refunds because these people are not going to downplay anything with your e-vehicles. You talk about birth rates going down. This is why all your stuff that you're putting on, plus many others, I picked you because you're top of the food chain, and your self-driving vehicles need 5G. 165 feet, give or take a few feet, they need to be in. You speak to this man about radiation, and you won't. You have an opportunity to talk to a radiologist. You may have a background in physics, but even Dr. Barry Trower explains, even though you have a background in physics, you make fancy shit, you don't know the health implications of that. So with all this, nothing's gonna happen. Everybody wants to be past with the rich guy and rubbing elbows or whatever. I got over 200 hits and no reposts at all. This is going to be damaging a cumulative effect on children. Don't believe me? Take a meter where you have your Starlink and test for dirty electricity. I already know how the outcome comes out to that. But go ahead, do that once. Be that savior and show your shit, because it is not. So why lie on Joe Rogan's podcast? Why is Joe allowing you to fly freely on that when he himself later on, a few months down the road, had another guy on, an interesting guy, an actual lawyer that actually helped Environmental Health Trust win that case, and still not calling you out? That's pretty fucked up. But yeah, you could get a oscilloscope right now, anyone could, if you have a Starlink, and you could see the dirty electricity that's on it.
And that looks really ugly. Alright, I just plugged in a green wave filter.
And sometimes it will work, and sometimes it won't, to knock it down. But there's more on that later. You got Samuel Mann, the author of Dirty Electricity, showing the electrification of civilization and how the disease followed that. But yeah, you had Robert F. Kennedy on, talking about the dangers of microwave.
Wi-Fi radiation carry their
The blood-brain barrier.
Which researchers state could lead to adverse effects such as neurodegenerative disease. Whoa. How do I know that?
And said that it's been expanded
So
on research.
Joe knows about the blood-brain barrier. Heard it right straight from him. The guy that was the lawyer for Environmental Health Trust that won against it. Arbitrary and capricious. So, right up to your head, all that shit, all lies. They put millimeter spacings in past the outdated safety guideline that lost to court 45 fucking years old. And you're going to say, wrap it around your head and your balls, you'll be fine. Fucking bullshit. And your e-vehicle, all e-vehicles, including Tesla, doesn't have to disclose the EMF levels that come off of it. That's penetrating right into your wife that's pregnant. Fuck that shit. Go get a fucking tester and test that shit. But no, money. You got Joe knowing the blood-brain barrier. Take this into consideration of the two combining things. You have vaccinations with mercury in it, right? Inject that in there. Child playing with microwaves all the time, more than an adult, breaking the blood-brain barrier, and that's sleeping on through. Let's see what that's all about, right? Or how about the leakage of mercury from tooth fillings? PubMed, Dr. Magna Havas. All factual fucking shit, and you're not going to make up for it. That's not a savior. Not at all. Talk more about the declining birth rates. And I want to talk about your sensors on your seat, seeping into children, pregnant women, year after year after year. Let's do that.